now and then, and to make processes efficient, to establish new protocols, as well as to introduce newer products and efficient alternatives to materials. And this is where the R&D pillar of NCMM becomes so crucial. Already there is an active science and technology program in the Ministry of Mines. The R&D component is one of the oldest, running from the year 1979. Since 2019-20 till date, 228 projects have been funded for 143 crore rupees. The outcome of these projects is important, and we audit completed projects from time to time. Some 70 R&D projects which were funded for about 40 crore rupees earlier and were completed during the financial years 2019-20 to 2024-25 were reviewed recently. It was found that the technology has been developed in 18 projects. However, adoption of technology by industry, as per our information, is only in 3 projects. And the other projects, of course, pertain to establishing of proof of concept or related to mine safety or data generation and did not require technology development. Ladies and gentlemen, the rather low adoption of developed technology provides us with one important lesson, that initiation of an R&D project by industry with institutional involvement gives best outcomes. Hence, when the Center of Excellence under the National Critical Mineral Mission was initiated, it was envisaged as a hub and spoke model. The hub is the COE, the Center of Excellence, which is a reputed academic or R&D institute, and it brings in at least 2 academic R&D spokes and at least 2 industry spokes. We received a very encouraging response to our call for application. After an extensive evaluation and approval process, the Ministry of Mines has recognized 7 reputed institutes of our country, 4 IITs, IIT Bombay, IIT Hyderabad, IIT Roorkee, and IIT ISM, Indian School of Mines, and 3 R&D labs, CSR IMMT, CSR NML, and NFTDC Hyderabad as centers of excellence. These 7 COEs have amongst them about 80 unique spokes. About 45 R&D academic spokes and about 35 industry spokes. The COEs will focus on developing end-to-end solutions across the entire value chain from exploration and mining to extraction, processing, recycling, and product development. Ladies and gentlemen, in order to initiate the R&D work through the COE ecosystem, we held an extensive discussions today morning over 4 technical sessions. Each COE hub provided a detailed account of its COE governance structure, coordination mechanism within the COE hub and spokes, industry spoke priorities and participation in projects and extent of likely support, big ticket R&D projects, R&D priorities of strategic sectors under alignment with the COE work plan, and action plan for R&D in critical resource minerals, over 2-3 years. Now, the onus is on each one of us to ensure that the work starts in right earnest. Honorable Minister Sir's presence here is an encouragement to all of us and shows his strong support to the mining R&D ecosystem of our country. With these words, I end here. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Shakil Alam, for setting the tone for this valedictory session. Ladies and gentlemen, let us now witness a short video film showcasing the Ministry of Mines initiatives and the evolving R&D ecosystem for critical minerals.
India is moving towards self-reliance in critical minerals, the backbone of green energy, advanced manufacturing, and strategic technologies. To accelerate this, the Government of India launched the National Critical Mineral Mission, NCMM, in January 2025, with a dedicated R&D outlay of 500 crore rupees. At the heart of this mission are the Centers of Excellence, designed to drive innovation, technology, and collaboration in the critical mineral sector. Centers of Excellence are specialized research hubs working on the entire value chain of critical raw materials, from mining and beneficiation to recycling and advanced material development. Each COE must focus on at least 5 sets of critical raw materials, out of 21 identified categories, covering ores, industrial waste, scrap, and e-waste. Their objectives include developing technologies up to technology readiness, level 7 to 8, designing beneficiation and extraction processes, recycling critical minerals from used batteries and e-waste, creating advanced process equipment, applying AI and data analytics for process optimization. In short, COE will connect R&D with national needs while engaging academia, industry, and startups. COE will operate in a hub and spoke model. The hub is a leading R&D or academic institute, supported by at least 2 industry partners and 2 academic or R&D spokes. The Ministry of Mines will recognize as COE through a rigorous evaluation process. Actual project funding comes through a whole-of-government approach, from schemes like ANRF, TDF, Ministry of Mines S&T program, and state government R&D funds. Applications have been invited from eligible institutes on the 28th of April, 2025 for recognition of COE. Following the due process of evaluation and approval, the Ministry of Mines has recognized following 7 institutes/labs as COE under NCMM: Indian Institute of Technology Bombay, Indian Institute of Technology Hyderabad, Indian Institute of Technology Roorkee, Indian Institute of Technology, Indian School of Mines Dhanbad, Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, National Metallurgical Laboratory, Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, Institute of Minerals and Materials Technology, Non-Ferrous Materials Technology Development Center, Hyderabad. Together, these hubs have brought in nearly 80 industry and academic spokes, forming strong consortia to accelerate critical mineral research. The performance of each Center of Excellence under NCMM will be reviewed annually to ensure compliance and R&D progress. Spokes can shift in or out as long as minimum requirements are maintained. COE must submit eligible R&D projects for funding, though these will still undergo evaluation. The Ministry of Mines has been funding R&D in mining and metallurgy since 1978 under its Science and Technology program. It supports academic institutions, universities, and R&D organizations to promote applied research in geosciences, mineral exploration, mineral processing, and conservation of resources. In 2023, the scope was enlarged with a new component called S&T PRISM, Promotion of Research and Innovation in Startups and MSMEs. Implemented through JNAR DDC Nagpur, PRISM bridges the gap between research and commercialization while strengthening the innovation ecosystem. The key components of Science and Technology program of Ministry of Mines are R&D, supporting institutions for research projects; IEC, supporting industry bodies and universities for awareness and outreach; S&T PRISM, providing seed funding to startups and MSMEs in mining, metallurgy, and recycling. From 2019 to 2025, 161 R&D projects worth 87 crore rupees have been funded. Under PRISM, 32 projects worth 41 crore rupees have been supported since 2023. A review of 69 completed projects revealed major achievements. 18 technologies were developed or identified for industry adoption, with 3 already commercialized. Success stories include lithium-ion battery recycling at 3,000 TPA scale, samarium metal pilot facility, production and certification of certified reference materials for aluminum alloys. These outcomes reflect how the ministry's S&T program is not only fostering research, but also driving industrial adoption, sustainability, and strategic self-reliance.
Well, with that, ladies and gentlemen, we now move to a significant milestone. It is my honor to welcome you all to the launch of the Report Making India, a hub in critical minerals processing prepared by the Council on Energy, Environment and Water, CEEW, with the support of the Ministry of Mines. May I now request our Honorable Chief Guest, Shri G. Kishan Reddy Garu, and all the dignitaries to kindly release the report. Ladies and gentlemen, by carefully analyzing the supply chains of 15 critical minerals, the report highlights how India can move towards producing high purity, industry ready metals and compounds that are essential for advanced manufacturing and energy security. These 15 minerals were chosen based on three factors: minerals whose blocks have already been auctioned by the ministry, minerals important for clean energy transition technologies and the defense sector, and minerals for which India already has some mining and processing capacity or resource availability. This report offers a comprehensive and timely assessment of India's present capacity in processing critical minerals. It identifies the main roadblocks we face, offers practical solutions, and suggests clear strategic interventions built on three pillars: building institutional capacity, strengthening the existing mining and metallurgy ecosystem, and enhancing competitiveness. We hope this report will support government, industry, and academic stakeholders in making informed decisions and developing a strong domestic ecosystem for critical minerals processing. This is not only about minerals, it's about India charting its path towards Viksit Bharat via advanced manufacturing in clean energy, defense, electronics, and other strategic sectors. Can we all once again put our hands together for this launch? Well, it is now my privilege to invite a visionary academic leader, Professor P.S. Murthy, Director, IIT Hyderabad, for the special address. With a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Sir.
Good afternoon, friends. Honorable Minister Krishna Reddy Garu being here and leading this whole thing with a great vision. And in fact, the speed at which this whole thing of centers of excellence has been recognized is something which is amazing and not usually heard of. From April to July, in 3 months, the whole team has been able to identify which are the best institutions. And I'm very happy to see the directors of ISM Dhanbad, IIT ISM Dhanbad, Roorkee sitting here, and the 3 labs, NML, NFTDC, and IMMT, that shows, and all their spokes sitting here, is an emerging convergence of the brilliance that India possesses. And this brilliance, I'm sure, with this particular support that the Ministry of Mines is going to give us, and this book that we just released, which talks about making India a hub for critical minerals processing, I think this is a dream, and a dream which, with all of you sitting here and all of us together, I'm sure we will be able to achieve in the years to come. All of you remember our Abdul Kalam sir used to say, everybody should dream and dreams should be as colorful as possible. In fact, he also used to add one more sentence saying that your dreams should be such that they don't make you sleep. So I hope all of us take this very seriously and ensure that we make this dream of our Honorable Minister a reality very soon. In fact, this is something which is being practiced everywhere, I'm sure. And I just give you a small example of an institution which is just about 15 years old, IIT Hyderabad. In the last 5 years, we have 580 patents. And in the last 1 year alone, around 220 patents. And this year, we say a patent a day, Mission 365. By the middle of this year, we already have 180 days, 150 patents already filed. So this is something that if a small institute is able to demonstrate as a single institute, you can imagine together all of us can do great things. One more thing that we have also demonstrated in the last 5 years, we have 320 startups at IIT Hyderabad, which have generated a revenue of 1,500 crores. Again, you see, friends, if one institute can do this, if together come together, and with all the hubs and spokes, amazing things can happen. And I'm sure that we will ensure that India not only become Atmanirbhar, in the area of critical minerals, which is very critical for all of us, because every gram of most of these critical minerals we have been importing. And it's time that Ministry of Mines has brought all of us together. And together, I think we can achieve this particular dream of our Honorable Minister and ensure that we not only become self-sufficient, but also a leader. And that's something which our Honorable Prime Minister keeps on reminding us every day. The Viksit Bharat, the slogan, which for me, Viksit Bharat is a day when I go to a place like London. And next week I am going to be in New York. And I should be able to go to a shop and buy something and where it should be written made in India. So that is something should be the dream of all of us. And I'm sure together we can achieve it. And together we can assure our Honorable Minister sitting here that we will make it and show it to him. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Professor Murthy, for your words. Ladies and gentlemen, we now have a special address by ADGHOD GSI Southern Region, Shri B. Mukhopadhyay. Let's put our hands together and welcome sir.
Thank you for calling me. Honorable Minister of Coal and Mines, Sri G. Kishan Reddy ji, Sir. Sri Shakil Alam, Economic Advisor, Minister of Mines. Professor B.S. Murthy, Director IIT Hyderabad. Senior officials of the Ministry of Mines and distinguished guests from academia, industry, and research institution. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to you all. It is an honor to address all of you to the significant event today. As we all gather here in the Tea Hub, Hyderabad, under the esteemed presence of our Honorable Union Minister, Coal and Mines, Sri G. Kishan Reddy ji, we embark on a new chapter of technology integration, collaborative efforts, and national objectives for green energy under the banner of the National Critical Mineral Mission, which is abbreviated from is NCMM. Government of India passed the Mineral and Mines and Minerals Development and Regulation Amendment Act, which is also known as the MDR Act, in 2023, and classified 24 minerals as critical and strategic minerals and inserted them under the Part D of the first schedule. These 24 minerals are vital for national security, strategic interest, clean energy, and high-tech industries. Therefore, critical minerals are rightly described as new currency of progress. Indian vision to Atmanirbhar Bharat and our commitment to the Viksit Bharat in 2047 journey cannot be realized without securing the robust and resilient supply of the chains of these minerals. The roadmap of NCMM aims to undertake 1,200 exploration projects by 2030, already established 7 Center of Excellence under the hub and spoke model. We have in the morning to the first half, we have seen their activities to be taken up and enable 1,000 patents across the mineral value chain and promote recycling through 1,500 crore incentive scheme. At this point, I highlight the pivotal role of the Geological Survey of India. Over the past 5 years, GSI has carried out 628 exploration projects only on critical and strategic minerals. In the current field season in 2025-26, which is running right now alone, we are having 230 projects are underway. Additionally, GSI already launched the Critical Mineral Assessment Program, which is abbreviated form we call CMAP, in 2024-25, targeting the secondary engagement zones, with 27 CMAP already taken place nationwide by now. These efforts have been vital in strengthening our baseline data and linked to the foundation of the Indian mineral industry and security. Beyond exploration, GSI has taken a leading role in digital infrastructure for mineral data. As we all know, we have started with the Vukosh, with the data which GSI was having that was being supplied. But right now, as per the initiative of the Ministry of Mines, we are having National Geoscience Data Repository, which is NGDR we call. Entire exploration data, not only from GSI, but other agencies who are doing this exploration as of today, is already there in that. And it can be downloaded free of cost, whatever the data is present, right from baseline data to the exploration data to other, which is we call as the mission for data, the other data which is present, which is being supplied by not only by GSI, but the allied agencies who are actually a part of the engineer as of today. And this is an essential enabler to inform decision making and private participation and global collaboration. So the people who are actually working on this exploration area other than GSI, they can take the data from there and they can do the exploration projects as of now. The success of the NCMM is hinged on collaboration between the government, industry, academia, and international partners. The seventh Center of Excellence, as we have heard in the morning, IIT Bombay, IIT Hyderabad, IIT ISM Dhanbad, which is I'm an alma mater of that. Then IIT Roorkee, CSR and IMMT Bhubaneswar, CSI NML Jamshedpur, and NFTDC of Hyderabad, together with around 80 spoke institutions, embody this collaborative spirit. Their combined expertise in the material science, geology, metallurgy, and mining will accelerate the technology development, pilot projects, and eventual commercialization. From the morning tours in the first 3, 4 sessions, I was just listening to the things because many of the things was unknown to me. And how the India is progressing in that particular part, I was not aware of. But it is basically an eye-opening from my side and probably for many who are actually the first time gathering this information through this type of seminar or activities which has been taken place from on the behest of the Ministry of Mines. Now, for friends, we move forward. Our focus must be threefold: accelerating exploration, obviously, from the lab scale innovation to pilot demonstration, ensure then the leveraging advanced geophysical, geochemical, and AI-based predictive modeling, which some of these deliberation has been told and GSI is doing for the last 3-4 years, strengthening the value chains and the global engagement, obviously, on this. Let me emphasize that NCMM is India's energy security, technology leadership, and economic sovereignty. It is about enabling our industries from EVs to the renewable energy to electronics and defense to complete the globally with confidence. In conclusion, I wish to reaffirm the GSI unwavering commitment to this mission. As an institution with 175 of GSI, because we are 175 years old, GSI will continue to serve in the nation's geoscientific backbone, pioneering exploration, fostering the innovation, and supporting policy with robust data, as we are doing right now, free of cost to all the people. Together with our partnership with the COEs, academia, industry, and the government, will strive for the transform India's critical mineral landscape into one that resilient, sustainable, and globally competitive. I thank the Ministry of Mines for this visionary initiative and for convening the today deliberations. Let us together chart the course, together the self-reliant, resource secure, and technology empowered India. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your kind address. Critical minerals are at the heart of our country's growth. From lithium and graphite to cobalt, titanium, tungsten, and rare earths. These are the building blocks of modern technologies. But because they are found in only a few parts of the world, supply chains remain vulnerable. To address this, the government took a big step, the Revolutionary Amendment in the Mines and Minerals Development and Regulation Act 1957 in the year 2023 empowered the central government to exclusively auction mining leases and composite licenses in respect of critical and strategic minerals specified in Part D of the first schedule of the Act. Since then, 5 rounds of auctions have already been launched, covering 55 mineral blocks across the country, and the results are encouraging. 34 of these blocks have already been successfully auctioned. Ladies and gentlemen, we now arrive at the most awaited moment, the launch of the Tranche 6 for auction of critical mineral blocks by the central government. A momentous occasion awaits as we officially launch the 6th tranche of e-auction of critical and strategic mineral blocks. May I now invite Shri G. Kishan Reddy Garu, the Honorable Minister of Coal and Mines, to officially launch the 6th tranche of critical and strategic mineral blocks. Well, can we do a countdown together? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, let's do a countdown together. Are you all with me? The 6th tranche introduces a total of 23 critical and strategic mineral blocks for auction, comprising 19 composite license blocks and 4 mining lease blocks across multiple states. 21 critical and strategic mineral blocks are part of first attempt, while 2 blocks are second attempt. These 23 consist of rare earth elements, tungsten, lithium, tin, graphite, etc., and rare metals, all of which are vital to clean energy technologies, advanced manufacturing, and strengthening India's mineral security. Spread across the states of Andhra Pradesh, Arunachal Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Punjab, Rajasthan, Telangana, Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, and West Bengal. We will now proceed with the handing over of letters to preferred bidders for Tranche 1 of the auction of exploration blocks. Ladies and gentlemen, the government brought a landmark amendment to the Mines and Minerals Development and Regulation Act 1957. This empowered the center under sections 20A and 10BA along with the Mineral Auction Amendment Rules 2024 to directly auction exploration licenses for 29 critical and deep-seated minerals listed in the 7th schedule of the Act. The exploration license regime has been introduced to accelerate the exploration of critical minerals such as lithium, copper, silver, diamond, and gold, with active participation from the private sector. Under this framework, licenses selected through auction are permitted to undertake prospecting operations to identify areas with mining potential. As per the auction terms, EL holders will receive a share of revenue from the auction premium for a period of 50 years and are permitted to transfer the license after its execution. The first ever launch of 13 exploration license blocks by the central government was done on 13th March 2025. Today, it is a matter of great pride for the Ministry of Mines to announce the successful preferred bidders for 7 exploration license blocks. May I now request Shri G. Kishan Reddy Garu, Honorable Minister of Coal and Mines, to present the letter of preferred bidder to successful bidders of Tranche 1. Ladies and gentlemen, as I announce the names of the preferred bidders, please join me in welcoming the selected bidders of the historic first auction of exploration license blocks conducted by the central government. I request representatives of the state government to join us on stage on this historic occasion along with the preferred bidders. Taramba Dalbhanga Gold and Copper Exploration Block of Jharkhand received the lowest final price offer of 4.75% by Maheshwari Mining Private Limited. I now request the representatives of Maheshwari Mining Private Limited and the representatives of the state government to kindly come on stage to receive the certificate. With a big hand, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause. Ontilu Chandragiri REE Exploration Block of Andhra Pradesh received lowest final price offer of 0.05% by Coal India Limited. Now I request the representatives of Coal India Limited and representatives of the state government to kindly come on stage to receive the certificate. I want all of you to keep clapping. Can we all please put our hands together? Padar PGE Exploration Block of Madhya Pradesh received lowest final price offer of 0.05% by Sunmark Thermal Power Private Limited. I now request the representatives of Sunmark Thermal Power Private Limited and the representatives of the state government to kindly come on stage to receive the certificate. Chatkapur Bagu Gold Exploration Block of Jharkhand received lowest final price offer of 6.10% by Maheshwari Mining Private Limited. We already have the representatives of Maheshwari Mining Private Limited. Let's put our hands together as they receive the certificate. Devadurga Gold and Copper Exploration Block of Karnataka received lowest final price offer of 37.75% by Singareni Collieries Company Limited. Now I request the representatives of Singareni Collieries Company Limited to kindly come on stage and receive the certificate. A round of applause, everyone. Come on. Limited to kindly come on stage and receive the certificate. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Navatala Devigar REE Exploration Block of Rajasthan received lowest final price offer of 36.45% by Central Mine Planning and Design Institute Limited. I now request the representatives of CMPDI to kindly come on stage and of course the state government to receive the certificate. Thank you, sir. Thank you, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, we now proceed to award of certificates of recognition to the 7 centers of excellence under the National Critical Minerals Mission together with their spokes. Centers of excellence will operate as a consortium on a hub and spoke model to leverage R&D in critical minerals and pooling the core competence of each constituent under one umbrella. May I now request our Honorable Union Minister, Shri G. Kishan Reddy Garu, to kindly present the award of certification to the 7 centers of excellence under the National Critical Minerals Mission. I invite the centers one by one to come forward with their spokes. First up, we have the Indian Institute of Technology, Bombay. May I request the COE team and from IIT Bombay, along with their spoke partners, to kindly come on stage and receive the certificate. Let's put our hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Next up, we have Indian Institute of Technology, Hyderabad. I invite the COE team from IIT Hyderabad together with their spoke partners to kindly come forward and receive the certificate. IIT Hyderabad, come on. Do I announce all the spokes? I now invite Indian Institute of Technology, Roorkee. IIT Roorkee, can we quickly have you on stage, the COE team and the spoke partners? Let's put our hands together as they come on the stage to receive their certificate. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, can we all put our hands together? I now invite the Indian Institute of Technology, ISM, Dhanbad. Can we please have the COE team from IIT ISM Dhanbad along with their spoke partners to kindly come and receive their certificate. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. I'd now like to invite CSIR, Institute of Minerals and Materials Technology. Okay, we'll let them pose for the picture first. All right, can we now have CSIR, Institute of Minerals and Materials Technology, Bhubaneswar, to kindly come on stage? The COE team and their spoke partners to please step on stage and receive the certificate. A round of applause for CSIR IMMT Bhubaneswar, everyone. I'd now like to invite CSIR National Metallurgical Laboratory NML Jamshedpur to kindly come on stage to receive the certificate. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for CSIR NML Jamshedpur. Now I'd like to invite Non-Ferrous Materials Technology Development Center, NFT DC Hyderabad, to kindly come on stage, the COE team and their spoke partners, to receive the certificate of recognition. A round of applause for NFTDC Hyderabad, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Mantri ji, for your guidance and support. Requesting all of you to kindly settle down, ladies and gentlemen. Please be seated. Well, under the visionary leadership and unwavering dedication of the Honorable Minister Shri G. Krishnan Reddy ji, India's mining sector is galloping towards innovation, sustainability, and self-reliance. I humbly invite the Honorable Minister to please address the audience. Can we all welcome Sir with a loud round of applause, ladies and gentlemen?
Good evening, one and all. Sri Shakil Alam, Economic Advisor, Ministry of Mines. Sri B.S. Murthy Garu, Professor, Director, IIT Hyderabad. Sri Mukhopadhyaya ji, ADG, JSI Southern Region. Dr. Ashish Saxena, Deputy Secretary, Ministry of Mines, and all other institutions, representatives, heads of their institutions, other PACs, all the officers, Government of India and Government of Telangana, other dignitaries. Today, I am happy to be part of this first seminar on Center of Excellence under the National Critical Mineral Mission. I am also glad to this taking place in Hyderabad. Hyderabad is my city. Last 22 years, I am elected public representative from this city. Hyderabad city, where technology, innovation, research and development, and entrepreneurship, all the integrants required for a successful ecosystem together for scale of speed. Friends, over the last 11 years, under leadership of the Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, has inspired new, new spirit of scientific research and every sector. He has built a former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji contribution with us called Jai Vijnan, Jai Anusandhan. The same spirit in the backbone of the National Critical Mineral Mission as one of the foundational pillars of this mission. The Center of Excellency will ensure current and future critical mineral security of India. Friends, developing new technology, new solutions, the recent restrictions and geopolitical challenges have highlighted the importance of indigenous technology in securing our critical mineral supply chain. Further, the demand of EV batteries and renewable energy is likely to increase almost 3 times by 2030 in the globe. Therefore, India also need a strong R&D ecosystem that will help us fulfill the needs of the country's future. It is here that India's scientists, engineers, startups, and industry partners will work together to innovate under National Critical Mineral Mission to exploration methods, processing of rare earths, recycling batteries, and developing next generation materials. Over the past decade, there has been concentrated effort in deepening research capabilities in our top tier institutions. This is evident in the World University Ranking 2025 that saw the inclusion of 46 institutions from India compared last 10 years. In 2015, there is only 11 institutions. Friends, this is a 318% increase in the last 10 years and the highest growth among the G20 nations. Keeping the strong research capabilities of our institutions in the mind, my ministry identified for the boosting of National Critical Mineral Mission 7 premier institutions, 4 IITs, 3 research laboratories as a center of excellency under this NCMM. I thank all the members from academia, industry leaders, scientists, and all experts for sharing their ideas, the experience in this seminar today. All your valuable inputs will help us build a world-class capabilities and make our centers of excellency global hubs of critical mineral innovation. Friends, as we strive to become a third largest economy and a developed nation by 2047, Atmanirbhar Bharat in a critical mineral, we play a key role. To achieve this, under the leadership of the Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji, reforms over last 10 years have transformed the mining sector into dynamic growth-oriented industry. In the last few years, we achieved many records in the coal and mining sector. For the first time, we achieved 1 billion tons in coal production and sales and supply. Earlier this year, we launched India's first ever action on exploration license blocks in critical mineral sector with the idea of speeding up exploration and ensuring greater private partnership. Today, all the 7 successful bidders are here with us today. I warmly congratulate all of you. Just now we hand over the appointment letters. We urge you to carry this responsibility with commitment and innovation so that exploration quickly turns into real benefits for our nation. As a part of these efforts, today we have launched the 6th Tranche of actions of critical mineral blocks. A total of 23 blocks are put up for action. You will be happy to know that some states, including Telangana, Punjab, Uttarakhand, and West Bengal also coming on the critical minerals blocks action for the first time. I look forward an enthusiastic response from the industry to come forward and become partners in the futuristic journey. When we launched the critical mineral mission earlier this year, many wondered how soon India could really move from vision to action. Today, I am proud to say that in just a few months we are moving at a remarkable pace of our 7 pillars of this mission. 1, increasing domestic production. This is our main action plan. securing assets abroad, building value chain through processing and skilling, promoting recycling, creating strategic stock pillars, enhancing trade and international cooperation, and supporting R&D and innovation through Center of Excellences. India has allocated for National Critical Mineral Mission roughly US $4 billion, round about 32,000 crores towards these 7 pillars. You would be surprised to hear that even United States till last month did not have such a mission. Only in August, USA allocated 1 billion, round about 8,500 crores to advance the scale mining, processing and manufacturing technologies across 3 strategies of critical minerals, materials, supply chain in USA. As a part of India's critical mineral mission, the cabinet approved financial incentive scheme to boost India's recycling capacity. Along with this, we recently brought about the next phase of reforms through the MMDR Act 2025, established coal and mineral exchanges to enable transparent trade, enabled mining deep-seated minerals like lithium, cobalt, and nickel, facilities the funding of mine acquisitions overseas, removed the 50% open sales limit on captive mines, giving our industry greater flexibility and scale. To encourage investments, we have removed import duty almost to 23 critical minerals. We also acquiring critical minerals assets across the world. Our PSU, Ministry of Mines, Kabil, has already acquired lithium blocks in Argentina, and active negotiations are ongoing in several other nations such as Zambia, Chile, other countries. We are also entering into MOUs in several countries such as Japan, Peru, Australia, UAE, enable to greater cooperation and knowledge exchange in critical mineral mission. One of the Center of Excellency present here with us today, the NFTDC. NFTDC has already set up India's first integrated rare earth magnet plant in Hyderabad, that is also in Hyderabad, with an industry partner to tackle our rare earth permanent magnet needs. This breakthrough shows how Indian institutions are capable of world-class innovations to make India truly Atmanirbhar Bharata in critical minerals. It is a strength of this foundation. I urge all of the stakeholders present here to work with a whole of government approach, develop clear action plan, align with India's need and address key challenges like resource limitations and technology gaps. At the same time, I want to think behind this immediate, just India imaged the world with the moon's south pole leading and 103 satellites on mission. Our country of excellency must dream a big. Meeting immediate critical mineral needs while making India as a global pioneer in technology and innovation. As the Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji has often reminded us to journey to Vikasit Bharat 2047 will be led by the power of innovation. Before I conclude, I want to emphasize the mine workers and mine communities working at a ground zero. They are the backbone of this mining sector and coal sector. They are our mining development ambassadors, and under the Narendra Modi leadership, their welfare also always been a priority towards this vision. Today, we celebrate at another milestone as we complete 10 years of District Mineral Foundation DMF. These DMF formed under the vision of Sri Modi ji that the mining communities should benefit from the wealth generated from mining. At the same time, we ensure dignity and greater security for our mining warriors and their families. We have introduced round about 5 lakh coal and mine workers uniforms tomorrow onwards. And I also inform more than 1 crore insurance package for our coal mine workers 17 September tomorrow onwards. The principle of Sabka Bharat, Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Prayas is at the heart of our mining initiatives. The welfare of our mining communities and mining warriors and our mining companies is our top priority. And every reform, every step we take into aim at the ensuring their dignity, development, research, innovations, security, and prosperity. I once again thank and congratulate all the organizers this wonderful session, and especially Ministry of Mines officers and Telangana mining sector officers and all other states, those who are in action regime entered today onwards. Especially, I thanks all the state governments. I once again thanks to all the industry partners. They are coming to forward as a vision of Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, Atmanirbharta, Atmanirbhar Bharat in the mining sector. I am going to assure you, coming 1 year in coal sector, in mining sector, we are going to bring more reforms. Every time our Prime Minister tells reform, perform, transform India as a developed country on 2047. Thank you once again.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words and for your unwavering commitment to transforming India's mineral sector. Ladies and gentlemen, as we draw this momentous event to a close, it is time to express our heartfelt gratitude to all those who have contributed to its success. To formally extend our appreciation, may I now invite on stage Dr. Ashish Saxena, Deputy Secretary, Ministry of Mines, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Uh, Respected dignitaries on the dais and all the participants, as the technical as well as the valedictory session has come to an end and it's time for the formal vote of thanks. So, on behalf of Ministry of Mines, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to Honorable Union Minister of Coal and Mines, Shri G. Kishan Reddy ji. Sir, you accepted our invitation and graced this occasion despite your very busy schedule. Sir, your presence has encouraged and motivated us all for making this seminar a grand success. Thank you so much, sir. I also express my gratitude to all the 7 recognized Center of Excellence along with their hub and spoke partners from industry and academia for their thoughtful interventions today. Your contributions have laid the foundation for an equitable and collaborative R&D agenda in critical minerals. A special word of gratitude goes to the economic advisor Shri Shakil Alamji for guiding the technical sessions with clarity and foresight. I would also like to appreciate our auction team of the ministry for their exemplary work in delivering both the first tranche of exploration license and the 6th tranche of critical